So is this, you were talking about a relief rally over in the grains. Is that what this hog market is today?
The hog market has been about as bipolar as it possibly can get. We've been limit down, limit up more times than I've seen in a long time here, just over the past several months. And I wouldn't be surprised to see that kind of keep the volatility around. We often say volatility invites more volatility, and you're certainly seeing that in this market. It doesn't help that lean hogs is generally a little bit thinner volume of a market too, so those swings can be kind of overblown on either side. It's on the longer term scale. We continue to believe that there's going to be value in these lean hog futures, but near term, I think this was probably just a little bit of a relief rally. Overall weakness in money flow in the ag sector has been something we've been watching very closely here over the last month and a half. These rallies in the grains and the livestock, for the most part, have been short-lived, so I'm not getting overly excited, especially in the October contract. I think if you go out towards December, might be a little bit better opportunity to sit with it more as an investment instead of a trade.
What do you think of this cattle market now that we've seen the slaughterman numbers from last week, and we've seen what's happened in the box market, and now we've seen what's happened in the futures and the cash? What is your overall thought of the entire complex?
It is interesting, to say the very least. I think that there might be a little bit bigger problem underneath the market that the market's trying to price in. We saw the big break in the futures board and talking about relief rallies in the grains and even lean hogs. I wouldn't be surprised to see this be a little bit of a relief rally for that October contract. 101 is a big line in the sand. If we can stabilize out above there, I'll be a little bit more convinced that we're starting to form a near-term bottom. But as we talked about in the grain sector, when you see such a deep discount in such a short amount of time, you want to see the enthusiasm from the buy side, and we didn't get that last week in the back half of last week, and so that is a little bit of a caution flag. We saw cash soften up 105, as you had mentioned, looking for that maybe even 1 to 2 lower again this week. So I'm still not quite sold here, but I think over the long term there's going to be some value.
Oliver, good to visit with you. Thank you very much. Hope you have a good afternoon.